Live! Yay! Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Jen.
Good morning, Tasha.
How are you today?
I'm good. It is a 2 cup of coffee day, round two, because Kitty decided that 5 a.m. would be today's wake up time. So I'm a little bit dragging, but I think that this will wake me up because your energy always helps boost me. So I'm hopeful. Coffee
Well,
and Tasha will be there. Oh,
oh, I see V space. Yvette has stepped into the room. Hello. I had seen another name in there and I missed it. I want to say it's Sue. I'm not sure. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much. I am a little bit under the weather right now. We are blooming here in New York, and it's wonderful. However, it is definitely. I'm not generally an allergy person, and all of a sudden yesterday I was like, like I was crying, and then my head was just totally congested, which is a little bit how it is now. So. I don't know how high my energy is going to be today. We're going to try to get it
let's see.
there.
It will be what it will be, and our beloved community will welcome the energy wherever it is. Oh, here's my other kitty. So this is not the one who woke me up, so we don't need to like shame him.
Good morning. Wait, which one is this?
This is Lightning.
Hello, Lightning. Good morning. Like, I'm out of here. You guys, like, you can check out my tail, but that's it. I'm out.
I don't know. We'll see. He's still right in front of me. Yeah. This is what's really fun is when I'm painting because this is the space. Yeah. This. Sorry, guys.
I feel like when life intervenes like this, we're just meant to roll with it. It teaches us how to roll with it. You know, and whenever we're working on, there's no all the obstacles will come our way. We just have to find a way to overcome them. Overwhelm them.
We can overwhelm the obstacles. Ha ha.
You're stronger.
I'm bigger. I win. I'm I'm trying to put him down and he will not. Like he is just like
He's like, no.
he's doing that toddler thing where like kind of drop the weight, but he's dropping it back, so I can't. So you're just gonna have to look at my cat's butt and think of creative thoughts. I was trying to say that this is where I do my art a lot of the times on this table in front of me, and they both will come and do this, and I'm trying. Obviously not successfully. Trying to teach them that this is not a cuddle zone.
They're like, no, I don't think so. I absolutely love that.
Oh my gosh. Well, because like I'm okay with them, sticking their paws in the water cup and all that. It's gross when they try to drink it because then I feel bad. But when they step on the paint palette, like that's just bad.
Oh my god, you just brought back a memory. My daughter was really little, we did I had her step with her little teeny tiny feet on the paint palette that I had, and then step on our sketchbook. And we
Aww.
found it not that long ago, and she was like, "Oh my god, my feet were so tiny!" Like, yeah, you were very little, like that big. So that just reminded me of that. I love that.
Aww.
Do you ever let them walk across a canvas?
No.
That would be really interesting to just do and see. I would totally that.
You
But
can come borrow my cats and you can teach
I'm
them.
so
I'm
happy
going to
it's
teach them
happening.
to stay away from my paints.
It's on. Come on, kitties. We're gonna paint.
Yeah. Mm. All right, so expect to see photos of pets in your studio later. Not just you, but like other people.
Yeah.
I want to see pet photos.
There's a couple of people on here who I know. V is one who has the most adorable dogs ever. I think V, you need to have them walk across the canvas or painting something, just saying. There's also a woman named Kim who has adorable bulldogs who I think same thing. They need to like walk on a canvas. It needs to happen. Oh. So,
Yeah.
I
So
V is happening. I am doing it. I'm bringing the paint. We were talking actually. Jen and I had a conversation a little earlier in the week. Me rubber painting with the bulldogs. Yes, Kim, that needs to happen. It's got to happen. Painting with the bulldogs is happening. Um, so earlier this week, Jen and I had an opportunity to chat for a little while, and one of the topics that came up was super interesting. I love that your cat is just going to send it. Like it's going to be on the floor shortly.
you go ahead. You have your serious conversation
Thank
over
you.
there. I'm just gonna,
It's kind of we got a twofold. So one is that amazing question that you had shared, which was how do you stay motivated as an artist, which just made us completely crack up and start laughing. There's like so many ways we can go with that one, and I'm sure everyone on here has like a thought about that. And then the second would be right now, like how do you stay motivated? And what do you do when you come up against obstacles where like your animals are like, hey, that's cool that you want to do this, but I don't really think so. Not today. So Jen, you want to take that away first, either one?
oh my
'Cause
gosh.
you were like living the second question, so we were watching, which is
Yeah.
great.
Persistence. When
Oh.
blocks show up, and yeah, like what keeps you motivated? I think persistence is the answer to both of those. And I will say, I've had days where like I'm sitting down to write or do my art journaling, and this guy, like, he weighs 20 pounds. He's a big cat, right? Those of you with the little dogs, they're probably smaller than my cat. But he will like sometimes just sit on whatever surface it is that I plan to paint, which is again why I'm keeping him off the canvas. Um, but in those moments though, like I've had these days where I'm just like, well, I was all set to write or paint or journal or whatever, and then he's just sitting there and being stubborn and won't move. And I'm like, okay, so this is like a block manifesting in physical form, you know? It's like, it's so easy to see the block when they're like a 20-pound cat sitting on your surface.
Mhm.
But so often, right? Like, and it gets me thinking to how often do we have some sort of block that we're carrying around that's keeping us from doing the work?
Yeah, absolutely. There is, I love this. Sue had actually said, V, have a wonderful day. Sue
Mhm.
had actually said that with painting, it's that showing up, right? And um, I have to say I agree with that, and that's a lesson I'm learning more every single day right now. Um, I mentioned, I think in another call, I've done that 100 days of making art, which was amazing. And then what happened was I hit my 100-day mark and did my celebration, and that was incredible. And then I dropped off for a couple days, and something felt completely off. And it was so wild to experience that because the consistency, just having that, even if I was showing up and I was making bad art, I was showing up every day. And when I allowed other things to get in the way of the time that I had allotted, I found that I was really, it was very unnerving. I was like, wait a second, I need to be doing something during this time. Like I need to be creating something or I get cranky. I know I've said that before too. Currently, I just finished 30 days of yoga every day, and there were mornings that I got up. They included where my head is heavy, my nose is full, and I was like, no, I'm going to make it to the mat, and I'm going to do the work today. This is 30 days. I'm going to celebrate that. And it is that consistency of showing up, even when it feels like crap, like when it feels like what you're making isn't, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know where this is going to go. I don't think this is any good. But all of those thoughts too are so, so valuable because they teach you about your own inner dialogue. right? What's happening in there when you're actually working? I think that there's this idea sometimes that you get into painting and you're writing and making something, and it's this like blissful, the birds are singing, snow white appears kind of moment. And often it's really not. It is you are really focusing on you're creating the work. But I always, whenever I worked with a client, it was always when they came up against that hardest point, and where they would be like, I've been there. I don't like this. I don't want to do this. I kind of want to just throw it away. It's pushing past that. That's where the magic lies.
Mhm.
That's the point you want to grab. My students, when they would be like, oh, and they'd want to just crumple up a piece of paper and toss it, and it was like, let's talk about that before you do it, because there might just be something there. Um, that you can work with. And it's not just let's toss it away. Let's see what's there first. And maybe in the end we don't use it, or maybe we keep it and use it as something else. But it is that, I think, pushing forward when you feel the resistance, just like you just did with lightning live. Like you were still laughing and present and here and pushing forward, even though there was that literal physical
Obstacle.
obstacle in the way. It was like amazing. And yet that was like so loving. So I love that. And I just want all the animals to join us. But it's incredible.
Yeah.
Um, the consistency and that perseverance that
Yeah.
I'm not gonna give up. I'm going to keep going.
I love that you are sharing about that resistance point too, because I think sometimes we talk about, well, I talked about the block to getting started, right? Like whether it's the cat sitting on your page or you've got your list of a million other things that are more important than your
Right.
creativity. Um, we often carry some sort of blockage with us to getting started. And then once we start, there's the inner voice that, sometimes is very loud in the beginning, and then it might simmer down, right? We might hit that like bliss point for a while with the creative practice, and then the voice might come back in, and now it's got like lots of negative things to say.
Mhm. Yeah.
And then we might bliss again, and then we're in that like like yes, this is what I'm supposed to do, and we're in that space, and then we might get another doubtful moment. And I think it's so important for us, right, in our role, to acknowledge that that still happens,
Yes.
that it's so normal,
Mhm.
um, and it doesn't necessarily go away.
Yeah.
uh, and not that that's like to put anybody off of, well, why bother being creative if it's always a struggle, because those moments of bliss are absolutely worth it. It's just recognizing though that it's very natural for us to have resistance, to have the blocks, and very natural to have that inner voice that's judging what we're doing. And I love that you shared about your 100-day practice with the painting and your 30 days with the yoga. That was actually the first thing, and somebody asked me this question on Sunday. They're like, Jen, how do you stay, inspired to, or motivated, to keep making art? And the first thing I thought of was I continually create challenges or accept challenges
Mhm.
to push my art. And I think one, it keeps me accountable, especially if I have other people that are doing the challenge with me. And then the other thing is it keeps things fresh because, if I'm trying, like right now, I've signed up, I'm kind of doing two creative challenges in one. So I'm doing just a May creativity challenge. So create something, anything for however long every day, just to acknowledge the fact that we are creators and we're constantly creating, right?
Yeah.
Um, and then the other one that I've signed up for is a plein air event, which is do plein air painting throughout the month, not necessarily every day, but throughout the month, and then submit your favorite pieces at the end of the month for a juried show. And so that piece is getting me back out, right? So I'm doing the plein air again, which I haven't allowed myself to do for a couple of years, even though I love it when I do it.
Yeah.
And I really thought the first one was going to be a hot mess. Like, so I went in going, okay, I haven't done this in a while. It's okay, right? Like giving
Right.
myself that permission.
Right.
I actually enjoyed the process. I thought it
I
was
love
okay.
that. I
But yeah,
love that.
right.
Yeah.
we can we can push ourselves in loving ways, right? Like I wouldn't
Yes.
say go from, like anything, I wouldn't say go from being a couch potato to running a marathon tomorrow,
Mm.
right?
Yeah.
And same thing, if you've not been writing or painting or doing your photography or dancing, whatever your like creative love language is, your primary one. Again, lots of eggs, lots of baskets, right? Do all the things. But if you haven't been doing that for a while, like don't give yourself a challenge, that you're going to, you know, complete nine, you know, 30 by 40 canvases in 1 month, like that might be a stretch. Or like, I'm going to write a novel this month, like
Mm.
think about like what kind of chunks actually will work for you.
Yeah, I agree. And a really important part of I love that the challenges are so important. I do think it keeps the work fresh. I think too, one of the things that I love, and it's so great that you said that it wasn't like, you're not miserable all the time. You're not miserable all the time creating. It is a very incredible process. I love the process for what I find in it. I feel like I'm an explorer when I'm creating. And if I can take it from that like perspective of being an explorer and having an experiment, this is an
Mm,
experiment, like life is an experiment. um then I feel like it's not as crucial if I make a mistake. If something happens, this is all part of the experiment and I'm learning something every single time I'm doing something. But also social media, I really want to address this. It's so important. We see so many um, videos, carousels of completed sketchbooks, artists who have done all of this work, all that, it's been amazing. And that's great. But that's not necessarily showing you the process that they went through to get there.
mm,
So they had to sit down. And part of it is, and I've been thinking a lot about this, if when you're creating, especially, if you're creating in a sketchbook and you're drawing, say you're drawing your trees outside, or you're in an urban area and you're drawing people walking down the street in a city setting, wherever you're drawing, it's it's for you. It's this beautiful experience for you to be really looking at your world, and noticing the things about it, and then like challenging yourself to create this world that you're seeing.
mm,
And that takes time, and it takes a slowdown, and it's not about the end result. Like so often I think people are like, I want to create this really beautiful sketchbook and then show it on Instagram and have everybody see it, and it's like, that's amazing, and I want to celebrate people's work. That's something so wonderful to me, hello lightning, is celebrating people's creativity. But I also want it to be realistic. Like it takes time, and that time is for you, and you should really like protect that, nourish it, hold it close to you, because it should mean something to you. And then you can share it with everybody else. Like it should mean something to your heart first. That you look at your own sketchbook and say, "Oh my goodness, look what I just did. I'm so proud of myself." Or, "Oh, I love that I was able to capture that color. I captured that sunset." That will stay with you for so long. It's especially when we're using our hands to create something. It has a way of embedding itself into our brain. It stays there for so long and becomes a part of our heart. And it doesn't, these can be images that are full of light and dark. It's all the parts of us. And there's something about putting those parts on the page and loving ourselves through it. And I'm really taking off, Jen, when you had said, this is a loving thing that you should do. Like this process should feel that way. You should be loving yourself through whatever you're creating, experiencing, thinking, noticing about yourself and your life first, and all the other stuff, all the other sharing and the getting it out into the world and all of that. That's wonderful and it can come after. But that first gift to you of just being so deeply inside of creating your artwork is that's a gift that you will take with you long after you're gone from this space. Like it's just amazing.
so beautiful. I love how you put that. And I think that when we look at the creative process in that way, where it's really about the experience, right? It's about the process itself, and the process being a gift to ourselves. That's motivation too.
Yeah.
You know, that really is a big sense of self care.
Yeah.
So if we look at it from that perspective, you know, it's not like, oh, well, it's selfish for me to take the time to do daily creative practice. But really, it's self care. And like you said, right, it's like you get grumpier. Like we notice different things about ourselves when we're not creating,
Yeah.
and we're creative beings, all of us. So when we're
Yeah.
not allowing ourselves to do that, it has an effect on us. So it really, I love the way that you put that, as like that, recognizing how much you get out of the process in that present moment, and letting it be about that. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, beautiful.
Thank you. I think that's where we could leave it for today. You use the word selfish. I feel like that could be a whole nother amazing piece. I'm seeing here to make sketches, to practice, to make mistakes, to learn, to understand the sketchbook flow. Yes. Okay. So that's really beautiful. I really love that you just shared that so much. Um, yeah. I think it's yeah. I've been thinking a lot about exactly what you're saying, which is I think that there's this idea of, and in our society, it exists too, this production, right? We're going to show what we've done. We've produced this work. And I agree with you. My sketchbook, I've always wanted my sketchbook to be like my best friend, where I could like open up the page, fall in, and experience whatever is there to experience, and make all the mistakes, and have pages that are like half done, and or where I just was testing colors and my markers. There's something about that for me that is very much about just this is me living my life too. This is like how I was experiencing my days, which is really interesting. So I really love what you said too about sketchbook practice. I am in agreement with you on it. Jen, is there anything you want to share on that?
My sketchbooks tend to be journaling. Like I do creative journaling. So, yeah, there's a lot of hot mess pages in there.
Love the hot mess pages. There's so much.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's about the exploration, um, and making mistakes. Oh my goodness. So Jenny used the word selfish, which I feel like we could do a whole one on. That word is so loaded, and yet it's so good. There's so many things we can say about
Mhm.
that. And um, the hot messness of the pages. Yeah, there's something that was in there as well. That's so yeah, that's so good. I feel like I could go off in a whole nother space, but we will wrap it up here, my friends. um Thank you so much to everybody who not only joined us today, but who was sharing and chatting. This is just exact like I have goosebumps. This is exactly what um oh, so hold on. We have, oh my goodness, we have another question too before we go. I want to say thank you to everybody for sharing, for jumping in, for talking. This is exactly what Jen and I love. It's not just like we really enjoy our conversation. We love when you are sharing with us as well, like so much, because that's what we want, this creative conversation. And Kim, Jen is, let's start again. Let's start again. I'm so excited. All the energy. So Kim is asking, could you please share any monthly challenges, any links to that quickly? Um, Thank you for laughing with me, Kim. I appreciate it. So what I can actually do is we send this out, um, as everybody can watch who wasn't maybe here to join us live. So what we'll do is in the note that goes out that has this, the links to challenges will be in there. Is that cool, Jen? Does that work
Yeah.
for you?
We can share the ones that we're currently participating in. Yep.
Yep. Yes. 100%. Well, all right. Got a little heart on that. Sending out big love to all of you. Thank you again. You've been amazing. We'll see you next Thursday at 10:30. No, Kim, thank you. Thank you,
10:30
Jennifer.
Eastern time,
Yes, thank you.
9:30 if you're in my world,
Whoop,
and
whoop.
if you're in California, I don't know. Figure it out for yourself.
8:30? Yeah, that's what, like, how many where are the time zones?
Might be 2 hours
I
behind
think
us.
you're 2 hours. Yeah, because we're 3 hours. So if it's yeah, California's 3 hours behind us. So it's 2 hours for you guys.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at us figuring it all out. Anyway,
Oh.
that's it. And scene. Bye, everyone. Have a fantastic and creative day.